Hi, I'm Cassandra Purdy. I'm the chef and CEO owner here at Sweetgrass Botanicals in Lee, Massachusetts. And I just want to show you another really obvious and simple idea of things that you can do with our cannabis infused butter that's made with basic, salted, delicious Cabot Vermont butter with our solventless hash in it. And we've dosed it so that this tub contains 80 milligrams so that you can get a tablespoon and have a 5 milligram dose, which is the legal dose in the state of Massachusetts. So I have this baguette here that I would say 2 people could easily house pretty easily with butter on it, certainly garlic butter. So one of the things about dosing is to think, what else am I going to dose in the meal? Is this going to be the only dosed aspect to this meal? And you can always complement with virgin butter. So here I have, almost 2 tablespoons of plain Cabot butter. And I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of our infused butter. And I just use the side of the tub to measure. And basically what we're doing right now is just creating a garlic butter, also known as a compound butter in chefy world, where you can add any kind of flavoring to a butter, and there are tons of ways that you can use this. If you're vegan and you want to do this same thing, you can use our infused olive oil, which is a delicious 100% organic extra virgin olive oil, very delicious, high quality olive oil. So I'm going to just strip a little bit of rosemary off the branch, and as you're going to hear me say many, many times, that the herbs that complement cannabis are often the woodier, more pinene heavy herbs like rosemary or thyme. And I'm not just saying that because we're trying to cover the taste of cannabis, but they actually work together very well. And whether you're trying to cover it because you don't like the taste of cannabis, or whether you're trying to accentuate it because you do, either way, this is a nice combination. And you certainly don't have to add any herbs if you're making it for someone who doesn't like those flavors. You can just keep it simple. You could also grate some lemon zest over this, or you can grate some fresh Parmesan over it once you're done. So basically the idea is to just smash up this garlic as fine or as coarse as you want. And we're gonna just smash it down with a fork like this to incorporate it. You can also do this in a food processor, but the thing is with, an expensive infused product is, you have to think about what we call in the industry transfer loss. So in other words, if I were to put this in a Cuisinart, you're going to get it all over the bowl of the inside of the Cuisinart. You're going to have to be really careful with your spatula to get it all. This is a product that I'm actually thinking of making already made for you, a compound butter, an herb and garlic butter that's already ready to use. So let me know if that's an idea that appeals to you, because we might just do that. But anyway, here's a simple way to do it yourself. And then, of course, you're going to just, for the sake of efficiency and coverage, I would cut the baguette like this. And now I know the total amount of dosage here, so I'm going to use it all because I want to be sure that I actually have 10 milligrams dosage here. And probably those of us who've made garlic bread before know that if you don't butter the top and bottom, when you sandwich them back together, because of gravity, butter will only really be on the side you put it on. Also, for the sake of dosage, you kind of want to be aware of the way you're spreading it. Everything becomes a little fussier when you're working with infused products because, you really want uniform, consistent results. You don't want somebody to get all the butter and get all 10 milligrams and the other person to be like, I don't feel anything from your stupid garlic butter. You sure there was even weed in there? You want to make sure that everybody has a similar experience, although we all know that we all react to edibles differently, and to some extent, we're never all going to have the same experience. So now, in this form, I would wrap this in tin foil and put it in the oven. Hey guys, here's our finished garlic bread. Woo, very hot from the oven. Crusty, crunchy. So remember, we put 2 persons' dose of, 10 milligrams on this whole loaf. So like I said, you always want to mark things and make it clear to everybody that this is a dosed product, and let them know that there's 10 on the whole thing, and that's why I expressly cut it into 5 pieces. So theoretically, each one is 2. You always have to be, I mean, all of us bakers know this, there's a lot of math involved. And there's a lot of math involved when you dose food. So just always think about that, you know, now you can tell people these are each 2, that there's 10 in total, and always mark it. But this is a great, simple use of butter. Everybody knows how to make garlic bread. Everybody loves that with a big bowl of pasta. And just one other tip, stoners, you all know this, that when you make a delicious edible, people always want to eat more of it than they should. So I always buy 2 baguettes and have backup that's not infused, because after you eat this, you're going to want more garlic bread, and you don't want people to eat more of the infused garlic bread. So always have a backup of an uninfused thing if you make something delicious. I've learned this lesson with brownies when I was a teenager. So make sure that you have another baguette, uninfused, wrapped in tin foil, well labeled that that's the uninfused one, that can be brought out at that crucial munchy moment when everybody's ready to eat the couch. All right, thanks a lot, bye.